Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about Troll. So this Troll price prediction for 2026. Now it's up quite a lot from the bottom, 1 cent range, so it's 10x. So the risk is increased, but the reward is also on the table because you can see the market cap for this OG meme is 100 million, but if you look at like Dogecoin, it's 15 billion. So it should basically still have like 10x to even like crazy 20x 30x in it if it like crazy pumps like Doge, because it's OG meme, so it basically has that potential. Now the only thing the troll that I don't like is that if you look at Dogecoin, it didn't want to go through that. 50 cent is super, like you can see here, it's very hard to go past 50 cent. When it comes to memes, a lot of people buy it because it's, let me show you, for example, the crash guy called Brett here. Well, it doesn't even show here, it was on Dex, screener and other Dex tools. I also caught Brett. I was looking at the base meme coins here early on, and I caught also Brett. It doesn't even show it here when I caught it, but it was super early, and then it pumped like crazy, and it went all the way to like 20 cents. You can see 20 cent range, people will start thinking, do I want to buy a freaking frog coin for 20 cent a piece? Because how will it go, like $2? That's 10x. It's reaching its limit, right? So a lot of these meme coins are like, if you look at Doge, it's 10 cents. So a lot of people like, is it worth 10 cents? Because meme coins don't have any value. It's basically just attention, and also like psychology, price psychology. So I would love if, for example, if you look at Pepe, it's like 0.00 something like that. So I would love if Troll would be like 0.00001. I think that it would have pumped more, because people will do like this. They will be okay. So if I, for example, have like freaking 100 million coins and it goes to like even 5 cents, it's going to be like, what I'm saying? So people do like that. So now as it's 10 cents, people start to like, if you for example go to grocery store and you see like something being like price that you are not you are not accustomed to buy with, then you are like, do I really want to buy it? Same thing with Bitcoin. Like you get like 0.0000 sats, you don't get one Bitcoin. So it's a big thing, pricing psychology. So Troll is already 10 cents and it's already pumped 10x from the bottom, but I still think that it has opportunity if the market doesn't dump here, and overall, like if Bitcoin holds here and everything like that, I think that Troll has potential to go, because it's not that far away from the all-time high, and once it pumps through the all-time high, then it's going to be price discovery. I remember when the bread started pumping, it did new all-time high, and then it was loading a little bit, and then it crazier all-time high, and then loaded, and then it did the final, and then from there on it started to dump. So it was a pretty long run here, actually. Like you can see here, it was from here, I think it's almost a year or so from when it was created. Yeah, I think it was January when it was created, and then January here, so it was a whole year. So if you look at like that, because the meme coin, the cycles are not that long. If you look at here, for example, when let's say Doge started to really pump here, so same time, March 2024, and then March 2025 here, around here. Okay, so it kind of, but then it did the last leg, and then it died. It actually went a little bit longer, the Dogecoin, because it was a bigger, but for example bread, it was kind of like over here. So Troll has some catalyst here. So last summer here started to pump, and then October it was like 1, 2, 3-ish months it pumped. But if it can get attention over and over and over again, there's bullish catalyst, it definitely can go higher. And I think that the Troll definitely has the opportunity to go higher prices, definitely, like definitely. But the risk is like, you can see it's, if something has pumped already 10x, you need to be like, okay, there's some risk into it. Of course, it's also risky to buy, something like, but if it's like a bigger meme coin like this, maybe it comes, like starts pumping and gets attention, maybe it doesn't, and then it just kind of like stays here or slowly grinds and dies. Of course, there's that risk, so there's always risk, but for example, but it's all about the conviction, and if you really believe in it, and also what kind of size you are buying with. If you're buying with a lower size, then the risk is not that high, but the upside potential is huge, of course. But I'm personally not buying troll here. I was looking troll here when it was 2 to 4 cent range, and I didn't buy there, so I'm not buying here. And I'm fine if I'm like, if this goes to like, let's say freaking $2 here, I'm fine with it. Of course, I'm going to be like, damn, like I should have bought, but I don't have the conviction, and I don't have the like belief that I would put like, let's say like 50k into it. Because if I put like 50k into it and then it starts to like crazy dump, then it's already like, here it's like 25k left, and at that point it's going to be like, because if I truly had conviction and it dropped like 50%, I would buy more, but I wouldn't be like at here, I wouldn't be stacking more, because if it then went to 1 cent, then it have like a 5k left out of the bag. So but some people have the conviction and the money to kind of like go crazy. So yeah, I'm not buying it, but I'm also fine with like, if I would like just for the culture and for the like smaller gains, like $500 into it, yeah, fine. But I might as well put $500 into some kind of like a low cap token. So basically, I'm right now finding these lower cap tokens. Like I said, I found Brett early on. So if you want to get my free newsletter, you can join, link down description, or Altcoin Hawk, and I will cover daily newsletter there, sent to your inbox, where I talk about new coins that I find. But for these YouTube videos, I just like to do this for fun, and yeah, and this is on Solana, so yeah, and pump fun. So there's a lot of like so if it gets attention, people will just spam by it, and once they spam by it, I think that it will, if troll can pass this all-time high here, I think that it will go to $1. But if it doesn't pass the all-time high here, then it's not, I think that it will go back down to here. But I can see like people being like, okay, if the bull run, like if, let's say the Bitcoin goes like 100k and the altcoins really start soaring, and maybe like ETH finally starts to pump, yeah, troll will go definitely like 10x, 20x maybe even. So yeah, 10x from here, market cap would be 1 billion, and you can see Dogecoin here being 15 billion. So it could potentially make like 150x, 10x here, and then 15x, so that's 150x potentially. So the upside is huge. Like if you, let's say like somebody has like $50 and like frig it, you don't like that much doing research and stuff like that, yeah, I think that this is a fine opportunity. But if you are like a dumpster, you go through these dumpster coins and really find the special peaks early on, yeah, that's I like that strategy more. So if you want to see what I have found, and I keep finding every single day, there's new opportunities in crypto space, go altcoinhawk.com. And if you don't, no biggie, no biggie. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think about, and do you hold troll? Like if you hold troll, I understand why. I really debated this. I've been doing this, like once I find a coin, I'm really tempted to buy it right away, but then I have started to do where I sleep one night and I will be like, okay, let's see how it happens. But then it really started to pump, and I made the decision that I'm not going to buy. So once I make the decision that I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to FOMO into it. Makes sense? So yeah, so every day I scan like new coins and meme coins and stuff like that, and I have found I'm telling you, I have found multiple like at 10k market cap, and that went to 1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million. I mean, that you can calculate taxes on that. So right now I'm really tempted to start buying more of these kind of like 10k low caps that can really go crazy. For example, I found the um, the soccer, what it's called. Anyway, so I'm actually going to cover that in the next video. So subscribe to my channel for more updates, and go to altcoinhow.com if you want to see the picks I'm finding. Thank you so much, and peace out.